Dear Lord. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Get busy. Let's see here. Oh, light. I had a speech teacher that would warm me up by having me exercise my face. She'd say A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. Haven't done a talk in a minute. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Mom's waking up. She'll be up soon. Well, maybe an hour. I don't know. She'll get up when she feels like it. Things are getting goofy out there. I don't like the day after a big event happens, because then I get inundated with all these different perceptions on that event that I really don't care about. Mainstream. I like mainstream for the purpose that it gives me data points. It tells me what takes precedence over humanity. I got this big old zit right here. And when it gets so gross out there, every time I open up my screen, any screen, and it's just cringe, I want to go within, because that's where my peace is. It's inside. It took me forever to get it. It took me losing 3 dogs in 11 months to find the peace and the serenity within inside me. And so now I'm in my avoidant era. I do say things that are, I am the stater of obvious things because I'm autistic. There's this lady that was talking about INFJ, and she said, I really don't think INFJ are all that judgmental. They just, and my mind was blown because J in INFJ literally means judgmental. We are all the judgmental that the rest of the world pretends not to be. We're the stater of obvious things. It's just that they had created this program, society, that kept us quiet because they don't want the rest of the world to know that they are autonomous beings and that they don't have to listen to the rest of the program. Because we got free will. And we don't got to do what they say. The trouble in that lies is with our free will should come discernment. Yet the program dictates you don't need discernment because we live in America, the greatest country in the world. Just do what you want whenever you feel like it without any consequences of your actions, and do it for as long as you can, and that is a wonderful life. Which is nonsense. See, I go around and I scrub the internet looking for mentalities, like-minded, people like me, people that serve their country, because we were under this spell to believe that our service was actually for this nation and not for the special interests of a bunch of dudes in secret societies and all their buddies. Like, they lied to me. The only reason why I agreed, I should have just taken the student debt I enlisted back in 2000 to go to college because I was young and impressionable and told that's what you do. You be, be a productive member of society is what they told me is what I needed to be. And so I, with my frame of reference, interpreted what it was to be a productive member of society. I watched a lot of TV, that's my programming. My parents didn't teach me what it was to be this or that. I learned based on the person I wanted to be, and then I watched people that acted the way that I wanted to be, and then I would emulate them. And then what I found out was, we're all just playing a bunch of characters. We're all just a bunch of cast of characters, and a lot of people don't get the advantage to get the big roles. They don't get the, they don't get the opportunity to play the big roles. So they're stuck in like service role, like food industry, astrologer. It's all me. Like if you pay people, if you have to get people to pay you so that you can go out and go on vacation and buy your vehicles and go on this conference and do this and that so you can live your life, then that's not a gift. Because gifts are something that people freely give to others. I've done 3,000 videos on this channel just freely giving everything I've ever learned. Hello. Because that's my gift. Don't do what I did, because I did this and it didn't work out. You get a lot of that here. My name's Marge, I'm a Heyoka empath. It's what we do. In a world that says this is what you need to be, we are the contrary to that notion. We are the ones that say, no, you don't. See, our spirits, we don't just have one spirit in us. We have two. We have both the masculine and the feminine. Some of me, I have more masculine, so I have to work harder to embrace my feminine. Otherwise, I'm just a little freaking machismo like the rest of them that I'm surrounded by. Dudes that literally, I like these guys with their big trucks, these 5'4", 5'5" dudes with their little BKE jeans and their embroidered jeans and stuff, and their big lifted truck. I'm like, I bet they're a Pisces. I bet they're a Cancer, maybe a Virgo. Because it's like the feminine energies that are overcompensating. Because they see what a role is. And you got to do this. And you got to be big. And you got, like, what it was to be a man was always different. See, because my dad was a machismo. He is a machismo. Last I heard, he's still alive. And he's the guy that just went out and just tried to get it in, man. Get it in. He's going to get it in here. He's going to get it in there. He's the get it in guy. He's the guy looking for a place to put it. Because, man, that's what it is to be a man. It's just spread that seed. That was the mentality that my father had. And so many men in the world have that same mentality. It's the mini mind of the machismo. Because they didn't expand their program. See, because my dad never took care of me. He didn't take care. He never cleaned up his messes. That's what kids are. They're messes. Because this person is going to either add to the world and create things to make it better, or it's just going to, its whole life, it's going to make a bunch of messes. And then you have people parents that just, their whole lives are to go around and clean up the messes that their kids make. Because they don't want it to look unfavorable against them. Well, my kid has to be okay, because then that means I'm okay. I'm so glad I never had kids. It's not my world. It's not my story. I just watch. And I go, I take care of my dogs and cat better than people take care of their children. Because sometimes to take care of things that you love, it's not going to that job that you love every day and making 6 figures. It's not doing that. It's staying home from that and taking care of the thing that you love firsthand, and making sure that the thing that you love is going to be taken care of. I haven't left mom alone to somebody one time in 10 years. I had to leave a guy for mom because I had to drive up to Colorado for a medical exam in Del Norte. So a dude I knew said, hey, can you just come hang out with my mom, and if the TV goes out, turn it on, like, just make sure just sit with her. She can do her stuff by herself. And that's sad, because how many billions of people are supposed to be on planet Earth? There's how many millions of people? I'm so over people that believe that there's billions of people on this planet. I'm so over it. Like, I live on an entirely different Earth my whole entire life. Every room I ever go in, I walk into a room where the majority of the people believe it's some bullshit fantasy. And I'm like seeing, no, that's just not how things are. And then I'm like calling them out on it, and I'm odd man out because I break paradigms. That's what I do. I get people to see that what they see is an imposed reality. Washington, D.C. and Hollywood both exist to make you believe that America's a free country, so much to the point that people have just let their demons run the show. I just had to close my socials. I was scrolling this morning for a little while, and I had to shut it off. When I got to a place where a girl was talking about her brother that worked at a hotel in South Dakota, who was found dismembered in the basement of the place that he worked by his people that own the place. And I'm just like, that's America. See, because America is designed to be a free country. That's America's shtick. It's its number one marketing thing. America, land of the free. They dropped the brave a long time ago. There hasn't been a whole lot of brave since they squashed out the indigenous. So they always put forth, it's a free country. It's a free country. You can do what you want, do what you want, do what you want. And then look at all the weird stuff that people choose to do with their freedom. Look around every city. I've lived in so many states in this nation. All these people sit around. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from here. Every place I ever lived. But you're 30. You ain't never lived no place else? No, I'm born and raised. Oh, okay. Born and raised. Born and raised. Born and raised in any place makes places stagnant. Makes people think that we'll just do it like this because this is how we always done it. That's lame. That's really, really lame. So what do people do with their freedoms? They go on vacation, they go to baseball games, they do all this frivolous things that makes them feel some kind of way. I got it. It came. I got this. Actually, the quality is better. It's upside down. I'm so over. I'm trying to change the dialogue. I'm so over frequency. It's all about frequency. Yeah, that's with your frequency. It's called the Hawkins scale. Scale of consciousness. So they talk about frequency. This is what they're talking about. You posers. All of them. Poserly. There it is. Is it backwards? There it is. I'm just stand here. People can take this in.
Instead of saying frequency, maybe people should start learning about what they're talking about. Isn't the frequency that they're talking about, the frequency talkers?
Posers in Sedona. Anyway, that's cool. It's getting wily out there. It finally came. I'm gonna put together a whole, like, backboard. Oh, it is upside down. With this. Force, contradiction, survival mode. Shift from force to power. From force to power. It's pretty good quality. It's like it took forever for me to get it. I want to put it in a frame. It's like a tapestry, like a really tight woven. So 0 to 20 is shame, 30 guilt, 50 apathy, 75 grief. So when they're talking about frequency, this is what they're talking about. Pride, 175. 175 is pride. Anger, 150. Indifference, neutrality, 250. If you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. Acceptance, 350. Whatever. Reason, 400. Love. See, love is, I think this love should be swapped out for authenticity. Because plenty of people say, I love you. And it's bullshit. But authenticity, besides, to me, love is an action. And then peace is 540 up here. We're not anywhere. People aren't really. I woke up with this in my heart. I don't even know what that is. That's just subjective. It's just a handy little tool. I'm big on measuring things. So, the shift is commenced. We've shifted. And I'm just like, people make things such a big deal. I don't even get it. Like, you want to see peace on earth? Meditate. If I want to see peace on earth, that's what I do. I meditate. I gotta be the peace on this earth, because when I go out there, there's people that aren't at peace. And I gotta make sure that I bring the peace that they don't have, so I can show them that you can find peace. And life is shitty, and we can make it better for more people. The people on the bottom. That the more people on the bottom, just regular Janes and Joes, they learn to find peace, the more peace we have on the earth collectively as a whole. See, I'm one of those people that was conditioned to bring war. My birthday is highly synonymous. If you look it up, it's a day that war begins. It's the day that I was born. The 99th day of the year, it's the 9th day of April. Go look it up yourself. People don't believe me. That's fine. I want them to look this stuff up themselves. Look at all, in history, all the years and all the people that have died. Every now and again, someone will be born. Like me. You know who else is born on my day? Jenna Jameson, Hugh Hefner, Dennis Quaid. All of these big personalities that have fought the ultimate fight between their spirit and their ego. Glad to see most of us are sober. Hugh's dead. He was a creep. He was like one of the OG Epstein. See, so these are the potentials that I have, that I carry around with me. I've studied my chart, so I know how I shouldn't act. Is what I do, because there's a lot of freaking, like, what do they call them, honey pots, and people that chase the physical sensations, I'll call it. They're born on my birthday. I got Scorpio moon, Cancer rising, Aries sun. I am driven. We'll just say that. So learning how to use my energy in a productive way, not a gross, slimy way that I'm going to have to meet my maker and be like, I only got 3 STDs in this incarnation. I guess it's better than last one. I had 6. And, like, we have these human experiences with our spirit, because we're spirits, spiritual being having a human experience. And then we live to do that, and then we could create heaven on earth, gardens everywhere. Like fruits, vegetables is the main priority. Clean, localized. And that adds so much to every environment. When it's this stuff. When it's this, and then you take this with the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I need to get a sign of that one. See, so I have this one. I need to get a sign collection. And then I got this guy. This is the color spectrum. This is what I use. That every single, I'm one of these. Anybody that's watching this is all that we are. We're a color wheel. That's all we are. And this is when we are the most open and live from our heart. That's black. Because black is all of these colors, which is encompassing all of your emotions. See, people disassociate, they have traumas happen, their soul comes back into their soul sack, and then they're missing aspects of themselves of which they once had. This is ego. Easing God out. God, good orderly direction. Don't bomb that nation. Don't do that harmful, destructive, gross thing. There's no color in white. It's the absence. For every emotion, for every harmonic, for every feeling, for every memory, there's a color. So you take away people's emotions and ability to be humane, and we live in this vanilla world, and that's the only flavor you get. And vanilla's okay. There's just a lot of other flavors that are way better, see. So, scale of convergence. One day I'm going to have an office. My office will be a shop where I can tinker and invent stuff. And then, when people in the community need something, they could send them over to Marge's, and maybe Marge can help you figure out a solution, because she's got some pretty good ideas. She's been through some really hard things, and she still has a smile on her face, so that must count for something in some place, And my teeth are my own. That's not common these days anymore. I can't watch actors that I used to watch anymore, because they're not the same person that they were back when I watched them. I'm not the same person that I used to be when I watched them. I haven't paid people to alter my soul sack. That's not authentic. You can't talk about being an authentic person when you've got those Botox and it's an oxymoron. I see all these oxymorons in life. Like military intelligence, that's an oxymoron. National security, that is another oxymoron. You want to know another one? Election integrity. These are things that they cancel each other out. Poli-sci is acting class. Whenever I hear people, oh, my dad was like the veterans all over the place. I'm the only one I know of on the internet that is so outspoken about the atrocities of what this nation and the people of this nation have allowed by just being complacent and sitting on their couch. I already fought my war. I'm not fighting any more wars. I have peace within me. We go to war because people are conflicted within themselves. People that are conflicted with them in themselves get excited about us bombing people over there that we don't even know. That's weird. Anybody, that's sick. America's just a sick nation. It's a very sick nation, and it's a bunch of people that are acting like it's well, like it's all okay. Like, oh no, I'm okay. Everything, nothing to see here. Look, see, making everybody around them feel better. You guys like that Monty Python show movies? I used to watch those when I was a kid. I was like 15, 14, because I always hung out with people older, and this is the stuff that people did. And so I was like, okay. And they're all hanging out. I'll hang out for a while. Then I'm like, oh, and then they're like, let's watch Monty Python again. And I'm just like, dude, we watched it. Let's go out in the, roam out in the, let's go check shit out in the forest. Let's go see if we can't find Bigfoot. And then people want to just do the same thing over and over. I remember the first time I did LSD, Alice is what we used to call it. Opening my mind at such a young age, I was 15. We watched, it wasn't nothing crazy. It was me and a couple friends in this trailer in Jones Valley, up northeast of Redding, California. And it was raining. And we watched, somebody had a tape of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And Bob Hoskins is in it. And I love that because I was like, oh my God, look. Even in cartoon land, like the dork gets the hottie. That's cool. Kind of gives you hope. Kind of thing, And so we watched it one time all the way through, and then like a third of the time, and like it was really cool for a while. And then it started tapering off, so my visuals and stuff. But then I went outside because nature always brings the best. So years later, that was like 91, 90, 89, somewhere in that window. And then fast forward 2007, I was in New York City, standing in line to get tickets to a Broadway show. And then we got tickets to a show called Curtains. Me and the lady that I was with, we saw Curtains. And then the next night, David Hyde Pierce was in it too. Bob Hoskins was in Curtains. I don't know when he died in relation to like how many Broadway he did between Curtains and the time of his death, or if that was his last Broadway show. But it was just such a trip to be a nobody from the armpit of California. It started out like a full source. Life is just kind of cool. It just has so many opportunities to create stories. Yet I can't even talk to people that I used to talk to anymore, because when I ask them what they've been up to all these years, they're just doing the same stuff that they did years ago, and that don't make the world a better place. It doesn't. And now the tradespeople, less and less people are knowledgeable in the trades. And you can have all the ascension, all the freaking, like, that's what people don't get, is you can have all the ascension, all the woo-woo, all the enlightenment in the world. We're still going to have infrastructure, and there's always those with that mentality that there's work that needs to be done, but somebody else can do it. And that's what they're not getting. They're not getting that part. As soon as they start getting this part, oh my, how things will start to be softer, easier. The ideology, people don't want to fight no more. They don't want to drop bombs no more. So it's just weird that, like, these 80-year-old men are still finding their market, that they can convince these young men, like that's what it is. Don't you remember, that's what it is to be a man? And they don't care. Dude, nothing that they do in DC is to help any constituents. It's a small group of people compared to the rest of the people in this nation that have served themselves, and they're millionaires and billionaires. And, like, I think where I live in northern New Mexico, people could live real comfortable on $2,000 a month. And these people are like, no, you can't have that because you didn't earn it. And it's just like coming from people that were given billions of dollars just because who they were born into. All this stuff, it's not gonna matter if the power goes out. There's two kinds of jobs that people can have. The kind of job that you can have whether the power goes out or not. Like, you can go on and do your job. One of those is maintenance. Like plumbing, like construction, like those hard, sucky jobs that nobody wants to do, so they don't do it. They'd rather sit on their couch and play video games, so that's what they've done. And then so the people that do know how to do these things, your body only can work for so many years. You only have so many good years. And then people use their free will to drink and, party and have a good time. And, then, like, they get hurt having a good time. And then, that takes away from it. So, like, people only have a very small window of productivity as a human being on this planet. And I look around at all the people that haven't used any of their years of productivity for anything useful. And now society's collapsing because it starts with the infrastructure. And it starts with people that know how to people don't know how to solve problems at higher levels. They are just asking AI what AI thinks, and AI don't know because AI ain't never dug a ditch. AI ain't never done an engine swap. It can read manuals, it can read stats, it can read schematics, it can read all of these different mediums, but nothing takes away from life experience. Nothing. And so you have all these little soft-handed, no callous folks running around the planet, going over here, vacationing there. Dudes named that are into butt stuff. You see things in me you hate about yourself? Yeah. It's like you're a big pile of freaking, I hate my mommy, dudes named Bobs. I've seen them my whole life. And Roberts and all the variations in between. They all end up, I'm a real man. Wait, I gotta go get my little blue pill. Or they have to think about things that were terribly violent to, maintain that mandem. Whatever. Poser. That's my point, is that people are posers. See, I'm glad that I'm okay with people thinking, I'm a big mean jerk. You're so mean. Just because my face goes like this. That's their only cause. Like, I have no police record. Like, all day long my mom says, "You're one of the nicest people I know." She's 75. I've been her sole stay-at-home daughter, in-home care provider. I give her manicures and pedicures. I'm her, I take care of her teeth. I make sure she's clean. I cut her hair. I do all these things. So whenever I go out in the world and people are like, "You're mean," and I'm like, based on what? I don't give people credit. There's not that many people who, like, in 2026, I'm gonna stop and take into consideration their poor opinion of me, because my record states otherwise. Dude, I've known creeps with that name that, like, oh, I just don't want to talk about it no more. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what the weather is looking like today across the land. Because yesterday, there was a lot of thunderstorms and a lot of weather. There was a lot of monsoons. Oh, it's nothing like yesterday. But it'll grow, because as the day grows, I bet it will be. Weather is another great point to collect data points. You know how they determine what the weather is? They just call it what it was last year. That's how they do it. Yeah, we're supposed to get thunderstorms. High 80s. Mid to high 80s. It beats this place where my sister died. 118 today. 118. I am glad I don't live in 118'sville. Or even 99'ville. I'm okay with my little nook up in northern New Mexico. Hanging out with Mom. Minding our own business. Every time we do go out, though, there's some yokel getting yokel with a Y. That's somebody. It doesn't see it. People put so much precedence on labels like it's a local, it's a transplant, it's a tourist. No, it's just a person that's gonna act like this. Stop describing them like they do the same thing with race. I never understood that. I said, why does designating where somebody comes from, like, have anything to do with the content of their character? Can we bring back content of people's character? Can we bring back that? Like trusting that, like, there's so many people that are getting awarded in society nowadays that have been scoundrels. They have been drudges on just drains on the drudge, just sucky human on the just in society, and then all of a sudden they have a come to moment and they're like, I'm not that person anymore, look how wonderful I am. And then all these people are like, oh look, yeah, you are wonderful because you used to be a piece of shit and now you're not anymore. Yet all the people that have maintained their decency, what do they get? What do all the good, like, what do they get? What do good people get on planet Earth? I don't care about car shows. I don't care about hot air balloons. I don't care about anything sports related. I don't care about, so what you get is the options to go along with the program, to go along with all the other neurotypical people. The people that just, the neurotypical, the easy to program, that just do what they always did just because that's what we always done. I can't be like that. I can't. Whenever they say, sit still, I start asking myself, well, how long? You want me to sit still, but for how long? I can only guarantee for short amounts of still. How long are we talking? And then people start, oh, well, she's going to ask questions, then let's just play with this. And then they do. It's either you're going to be good to everybody. Okay, I was thinking about this. Mom and I were talking about this yesterday. I said, Mom, we're pretty much already walking ghosts. We're all pretty much dead based on the fact that we know that we're all gonna die, right? Like, what if we just act in accordance to that? Well, that would be a whole lot of program that's gonna have to come crumbling down. It's gonna have to be a whole lot of minds that are gonna have to change. It's gonna be a whole lot of work that needs to be done. Oh, people don't want to do that. Just go back to your video games. It's cool. It'll be great. Everything will be wonderful. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day.